Hello everybody. In this video we are going to go over real quick how to identify a vehicle. You will be given a sheet that looks something like this: make, model, build date, engine size, spark plug gap, vehicle identification number, the tire pressure, so gross vehicle weight range, tire size, the date the tire was made, load capacity, speed rating, and tire name brand. All right, so when it comes to the vehicle identification number, on every vehicle, you should be able to have it on the driver's side front. It's going to be placed throughout the vehicle, but that should be the surefire way where to find the vehicle identification number. However, I like to go inside the driver's side door jamb. And if you look right here, there is a place card right there. And this has the date the vehicle is made right here, which is August of 2007. It has your tire information on there. It's got your vehicle identification number right there on there. And this is where you're going to want to use most of your information from. On most newer vehicles, anything fairly moderate is going to have what they call a tire place card. And this is going to tell you what size tires are recommended for this vehicle. It's going to tell you how much PSI to put in each one of the tires. Now, when you're looking at this particular one, we know this is a Ford. And what model is it? It's an Explorer, Eddie Bauer edition. Sometimes that's important. The Eddie Bauer edition tells you what kind of package the trim has on here. So like if you had a basic one, maybe like an XL, and if you had one that had power steering, power windows, air condition, that may be called an XLT. So there's different trim packages. With those trim packages, we're going to have different options, maybe different engines, stuff like that. Sometimes it's important to know that. All right, when you pop your hood and you look underneath here, if the vehicle has air conditioning, there should be an air conditioning sticker. And this tells you what kind of Freon the AC system takes, how much Freon it takes, and other related AC information. The next thing you look for, and pretty much all vehicles should have one of these, is a vehicle emissions control place card, okay? And if you look right here, 4.0L, and this is group. That means this is a 4.0 liter. That's how big the engine is. And of course you can see it right here as well, but not all vehicles can you see the engine size clearly up here on the intake. So I always like to go by this right here. And it also sometimes will tell you the year the vehicle is made. This right here, if there was a spark plug gap specification, sometimes they'll list it right here saying, hey, this is how much your spark plugs need to be gapped at. Okay, let's look at the side of a tire. Okay, on this particular vehicle, these are Hankook Dynapro HP2, and the size is a 235/65 R17. Now that's the tire size. So 235 is the height, 65 is called the aspect ratio, which is basically from a calculation of from here to here, and the width, and we'll talk more about that later. And then the R stands for radial. It's a radial tire, not a bias ply tire. And then there's a 17, and this 17 represents your rim size. So if this was a 20-inch rim, it'd be R20. The 104 after it, that is called the load rating. Now you'd have to look up online to see how much the load rating is, but 104 is the load rating. H, that is the speed rating. That's how fast the car is designed to go to fit this tire. So let's say, for example, I had a police car or a Corvette, some car that's supposed to go 180, 200 plus miles an hour, or potentially can. then you would have a higher speed rating. Like it'd be like a W or something like that, high up in the alphabet. But let's say I had a Toyota Corolla, like a little 4-cylinder car, or a Prius or something like that, then the speed rating would be lower. Okay, so it'd be lower on the alphabet. Okay, let's go look at another one real quick. All right, this is right here is definitely an older vehicle here. If you look underneath here, you see catalyst. Well, now we found our emissions place card. And if you look right here, it says gap, 42 to 46 thousandths. That would be your spark plug gap. And that's what you need to gap your spark plugs at. It should also say on the engine size, right here, 4.9 liter. So this is a 4.9 liter. And if you look on here, I don't really see anywhere where it says 4.9, obviously. So if you were to look up parts for this vehicle, you need to know what size engine you have in there. And now you know how to find that. Come around here, and even on this old vehicle, it's kind of hard to see. There's a bunch of trash in there. There is the VIN right there. If we open the door, there should be a place card here. And this vehicle was made in 09 of 1986. That means September of 1986. And then it's got tire information and of course your vehicle identification numbers right here. This vehicle probably doesn't have a tire place card. I'm not sure exactly what year they start putting those in cars, but I would say somewhere in about the 2000 range, late 90s, early 2000s and up. It should have a tire place card. Go over here. We'll look at one of these tires real quick and identify this tire. Okay, this is a Custom 428 all season. And it's a 205/70 R15. So this means that this is the tire size, 205 and 70. R is radial, 15 is the rim size, okay? Then you see 95T, and M plus S means mudded snow. 95T, that's the 95 is the load rating, T is the speed rating. Now, let's check to see if we can find the date this tire was made. Okay, there's a DOT number, and after the DOT number, there should be a 4-digit code, 1114. So what does that mean? That means this tire was made in the 11th week of 2014, okay? So if this was 32/16, it'd be the 32nd week of 2016. So the way you find a tire's age is look for the DOT number, and then look in this little, it should be like a little box that has a 4-digit code in there. The last 2 digits are the year. The first 2 digits are the week within that year. Okay, just watch this video. I'm going to have you guys do this to your parents' cars, and also on the remote teaching, we will be doing it out there in the parking lot as well. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.